Hello everyone, my name is Matt Scorpion, and we are back on Destiny for today's TWAB, i.e. This Week at Bungie update, as it is Thursday, and that is when we shall always get them, hopefully. And so I'm going to go over some new things that are coming, at least in description, but more so this is telling us what we should expect in the coming weeks, more so regarding next season and the end of this season. So, let's start it off. I will be putting up screenshots to read along with if you so request. So, 1 hour ago from Deej, this week at Bungie, we looked to the sky. Ever since the season began, the Almighty's been hurtling through space on its collision course with Earth. The Cabal are not known for their graceful defeats. Every day we spend preparing our long-lost Seraph to mount a response that derelict destroyer rockets ever closer to our home, spelling certain doom for the city. Which, by the way, if you actually go to the tower and you look hard enough in the sun, you will actually see the Almighty in the sun. And if you're wondering why it's in the sun, it's because it was literally sucking the sun dry of its energy, so it's coming directly from there. Rasputin is at full power, and we are as ready as we'll ever be. Now eclipsing our own sun is a stark reminder that a great threat approaches. Eyes up. Now, I honestly, when I read that the first time, just because I read the intro, I thought that might have been referring to the darkness, but nope. Not yet. It's actually just referring to the Almighty again. What is next? Destiny has been a shared pastime for long enough now to establish some strong traditions. Each year we spend in service of the Guardians, we can mark our calendars by the next development milestone we'll reach or the next event we'll attend to spread the news. Some of us have had the remarkable privileges to travel the world and meet some of you fine people to talk about what comes next. This year you'll find us in a scenario that puts us all very far away from business as usual. Basically, all flights originating from our tower are grounded. Development of Destiny 2 continues, only we are all working from the safety of our homes. We have exciting news to share with you about our plans, but it won't happen at some fancy convention under hot lights. Instead, we will use the internet. If you are familiar with the rituals and cycles that mark a year in the life of a Guardian, you must be curious as to when we'll begin a conversation about what is next. We can't put a date on that just yet, but we will very soon. That's a promise. We know you're hungry for the news, and we are just as eager to deliver it. Keep your eyes trained on the @Bungie for updates off of Twitter. We'll stream our announcements in the usual places. You'll learn about the next season Destiny 2 at the same time. We'll talk about the next chapter in the story that has been unfolding all year long. Basically, they're going to start poking out some stuff soon, but not exactly yet. Looking back from the last video I mentioned about Destiny Reset, we saw the trailer for Season of Dawn exactly a week, Season of the Worthy. We saw the trailer come out for it a week before it actually launched. So come Tuesday, we should definitely see something by then for next season, because it has been quiet as to what we shall be seeing. I have not heard anything, and I have not been seeing videos of indications or any data mines or anything. Data mining ended with the return, air quotes, of Siva and Fellwinter's Lie returning. So that's about it. Now, continuing, diving deep, in recent editions of This Week at Bungie, we've taken the cue directly from the community on what we should talk about. Our attention has been focused on your feedback. Our words have been pointed toward and what we plan to bring to the game into alignment with what you've been talking about. Within a summary of what we promised and some updates on our progress, here's production director Justin Truman. And from Justin, hey everyone, 5 weeks ago we promised a series of deep dives on the state of Destiny and how we plan to change it in Season 11 and Year 4, i.e. Season 12. We've enlisted 7 members of the Destiny team to provide as much detail as we could. I'd encourage you to go back and read any of the topics if what you had missed. And it lists past TWABs and what they cover, more so between security and cheaters, how they're working on it. Seasons in Year 4, how they're going to improve the lack, or as they say, reduce fear of missing out, of you don't have to do everything in a season. How Eververse is going to be changing, coming transmogs, max power levels, and how the new engram is going to be coming in with Season 11. And like last 12 that we went over, how the reload perks and world loot pools are going to be changing. Continuing on, we've covered a lot of ground, and while we are going to continue to provide updates each week to topics you care about, we want to shift our focus in the coming weeks. We've said a lot about changes coming in Year 4, but we haven't talked about how Year 4 begins. Very soon, we'll do just that. I kicked off a series of deep dives with some promises, but I want to end the series on a more personal note. Being unable to go to the office, trying to figure out how to keep building this game we love from our laptops and our couches, has me thinking a lot about commitment. Video game development is messy. Evolving Destiny 2 is an open, transparent way. It involves showing, parentheses, and shipping plenty of missteps along with the improvements, but it comes to be worth it every step of the way, because I can honestly say that this is the most welcoming, most passionate community of players I have encountered in any game. Thank you very much, Mr. Justin. We are committed to this game, to staying transparent about our plans, and it is this relationship we have with our community this season we started on this journey 10 years ago haven't changed. We are committed to building a world that anyone can be a part of, where everyone can feel powerful, and where you might reconnect with old friends or make some new ones. So we look forward to continuing this conversation and continuing to evolve Destiny together, and in 12 days we can't wait to show you more of what we've been working on. Stay safe out there, Guardians. And I will say, just as a personal standpoint, I do agree. 10 years ago was when Destiny started in development. It may have actually only been a game since 2014. But Destiny is one of the best games, in my opinion, just because it's where I met my current group of friends that I will probably never, well, most of them I will probably never break for a long time. Ready for Prime time. More Twitch Prime rewards rolled out this week. If you already have an active Prime membership, visit this page to link your Bungie.net accounts and claim your rewards. Amanda Holiday will then be holding goods for you to be claimed the next time you visit the tower. Here's a look at what you can get this month. And a curious addition, considering there is 2 of the past ornaments for Prospector, the Belvedere and the, excuse me, no, I didn't even recognize it. It is the Prospector itself and the Belvedere ornament. I, for some reason, thought that was the old Year 1 ornament that I never managed to track down. Then again, I haven't used Prospector in forever. The Hecubus S, Exotic Sparrow, a fancy-looking one that I picked up personally from my hunter forever ago. And the Pintail Shell, Legendary Ghost Shell. I have not seen that at all, like anywhere, so I'm not sure exactly what's to do with that. Moving on, the Triumphant tab. From one season to the next, from one expansion to another, one constant is that a player support team will be there to monitor your reports from the Wild Frontier. The Help Forum is their base of operations. Their mission is to keep you out there fighting the darkness. This is their report. Seal the deal! The following season, the worthy seal pins are now available through Bungie Rewards. The Almighty, Flawless, and Conqueror seal pins. Player must earn these seals and equip the associated titles by weekly reset on June 9th, 2020 in order to be eligible for the reward, i.e. equip the seal, you get the ability to purchase the pins. You have to do it by the 9th, otherwise it will not recognize it. Reward codes must have been claimed by Bungie Rewards page by June 12th at 9:59 a.m. Pacific. Now, I will say, for those who have those pins ordered, I bought the Moments of Triumph pin while I still could. The MIXS one. I think it's Moments of Triumphs or something. Either way, it was at Summer Solstice event 2 years ago. Or, no, a year. Either way, during Forsaken, it just showed up in the last few weeks. If you want a time gate, I know obviously COVID-19 issues have come up, and the shipping, creation, and selling of these will be shortened, but there's a bit of a time frame if you want one. Seasonal triumphs. As we approach the end of season worthy, certain triumphs will no longer be available to earn in game, as per the usual. Triumphs leaving at weekly reset on June 9th, 2020 include the full stack Warmind Security, Object Oriented, Season 10 Nightfalls, Season 10 Vanguard, Season 10 Glory, Season 10 Power Bonus, Multi-Threaded Spelunker, and more, i.e. various Season 10 parentheses items in the core game and other seasonal activity-based triumphs. For a comprehensive list of triumphs, please visit our articles on items leaving at the end of the season of the worthy. Anyone who needs that, please go check that if you want to catch on anything else. The Lie. Last hotfix 2.8.13 was released to resolve an issue preventing players from progressing the Lie quest. Players now have until the end of season of the worthy to complete this quest and claim the associated reward becomes available. Basically, if you were at that point where you're bugged, just do the quest because you don't really have to kill anything, you just have to listen to some dialogue. As much as I sum it up, it's pretty easy to finish. I enjoyed it, but if you just want the shotgun, just go get it now. Players continue to observe issues with the live quest should report them in the help forum. Known issues. While we continue to invest various known issues, here's a list of latest issues that we are going to report in our help forum. The bonus clan bounty is not gaining progress from Nightfall of the Ordeal completions at Grandmaster difficulty. While that is an issue, at the same time, why don't you just, if you want to work on that bounty, just go less than Grandmaster? Like, that's a bit overachieving. Zavalta's Sword, damn it. Like the first flub of the entire thing. Rip. Zavala's authority ship shows the left engine thruster before the ship appears in orbit. That's interesting. For a full list of emergent issues in Destiny 2, people can review the known issues article. Players who... right at the end, players who observe their own issues should report them to the health forum. And now the only other parts of the TWAB is movies of the week. One person made a meme of a bunch of Rasputin frames dancing, and an honorable mention with a language warning. Yeah, so that's all of the TWAB that we have to learn now. Not much in terms of updates 100%. Like, they didn't tell us much of what's coming. They just told us of what we should expect, more so. But I'm fine with that, because the last 5 TWABs, as we've seen, have all been updates where they went into far more detail than we should usually get. But because people asked that they give us more detail and more quantifiable details about what's coming and what changes they're going to do to improve the game, they delivered, and we have more details than we've ever seen out of TWABs. At least that I can remember. I'm not sure how much were in the original Destiny TWABs, considering I didn't read those. I just went along with the flow. So, my name is Matt Scorpion. That has been the Destiny TWAB update for May 28th on the usual Tuesday, just before 6 o'clock, and I need to go remember to feed my dog. And so I shall see you in the next video, when I'm probably a shark again.